Merry Christmas, Grizzled Outdoors. We are out on Muskegon Lake on this Christmas Eve, hoping to get into some perch. We've got a beautiful day for December. It's a high of around 50. It's overcast and foggy, but it's going to be dry, so we're just excited to be out here. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Like I mentioned in the intro, we had great weather for this Christmas Eve excursion. Open water fishing in December was a first for both of us. I've also never intentionally targeted perch without somebody else giving me an idea of where to go. But thanks to YouTube, I did have a rough idea of what I was looking for. Muskegon Lake is targeted by fishermen for a large variety of species throughout the year. With a direct connection to Lake Michigan, it is a great place to go for perch, panfish, bass, pike, salmon, walleye, and whitefish. After getting 0 hits at my first stop, we trolled around for a few minutes until I spotted something that looked promising on my fish finder. I marked a waypoint and we looped back around and positioned on top of what appeared to be a large school of some sort of fish. The dark mass on the white part of the screen was what caught my attention. I still have a lot to learn when it comes to using electronics to target a specific species, so I wasn't sure what was down there, but figured it couldn't hurt to drop a line. It didn't take long before I had my first hookup. I could tell it was tiny, but still had no clue what to expect. At first I thought this was some sort of shiner, so I tossed it back. My next fish was this tiny perch. I'd like them to be at least 5 times bigger, but at least it was the right species. After tossing back several more of these little guys, it finally occurred to me that they might be smelt. A quick check online confirmed I was correct. Both Annie and I were using drop shot style setups. I was using 2 size 8 hooks, and she was using a perch pounder rig from White River Tackle. We were both using waxworms. Local fishing groups have posts popping up several times a week of people bringing home nice hauls of big perch from Muskegon Lake. While we didn't find any true jumbos, we did manage to bring in a number of fish that were just big enough to keep. The fact that we weren't hooking into massive perch certainly didn't dampen our spirits. Being able to get the boat out in late December and actually find fish made the day as much of a success as we could hope for. Remember those smelt we were catching? I had rigged one on a slip bobber set at about 20 feet deep and tossed it out behind the boat. I figured there was a small chance something might swim by and take a swipe at it. Turns out I was right.
Bobber. You know what though? I'll need the net. There we go. Nice northern.
A 30-inch northern in the boat is definitely a success in my book. The fog started to break up mid-afternoon, and the sun eventually made an appearance after we moved up into Snug Harbor. Annie switched over to a bobber and caught a few pumpkin seeds for our fourth species of the day. For a couple of people completely new to late season fishing, you can't ask for a much better day. The last keeper of the day was also the biggest perch. While this may have been our last time out in the boat for the season, we're definitely looking forward to bringing you some ice fishing videos in the near future. We'll be heading out to central Wisconsin at the end of February and might have a UP video or two before then. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.